Hello, fire sign, and welcome back. This is your next 48. This is episode 22 and 23 for Aries, Leo, and Sage. So let's see what the messages are for you. Fire. All right, let's see. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that buzzing outside, but if you can, I apologize. But that is an omen to me. Something may be trying to distract you, or you may be getting distracted by something. All right, let's see. Or something is nudging you, like I'm getting like a ringing in your ears, like you're being nudged or budged to do something. All right, let's see. Okay, we have the Star card. Okay, so this could be, of course, this is like the card of healing, the naked truth. All right. Yeah, so you could be dealing with an Aquarian, but this is a card about healing, forgiveness, the collective unconscious. All right, let's see. So you may be being nudged or budged to heal a situation. Yeah, so we have communication here. Now, this could be from an Aquarian. Someone is communicating with you or giving you some type of opportunity is being presented to you. Now, this could be a new job in healthcare. Maybe you are getting an opportunity like to be a doctor or a nurse or a healer of some sort, because the Star card is you could be getting an opportunity to be an actual star, okay, to be in the limelight, to be in the public eye, okay. But looks like communication is coming here. It could be coming from your doctor as well, is what I'm getting, or your nurse. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we have the Hangman. Okay, so something is on hold. It looks like somebody is because the Hangman could be a block, but it's also too, it's being enlightened. It's being able to see a situation from a different perspective besides your own. Okay, because I'm getting like somebody is giving you an opportunity, because the Ace of Pentacles is the hand of God. It is your north node. It's where you're supposed to be. It's being in the right place at the right time. It's something has been put on hold because you had to see a situation differently, or something has been put on hold because you have to heal. Now, this could be literally you have to heal physically. You could be healing from something. Your body is healing. Okay, you're healing your mind. Okay, so opportunities have been put on hold because of that. So I don't want you to think that you're just being forced to wait because you're being punished. I'm getting your body needs to heal, your mind, your spirit needs to be healed before the opportunity can come in. You had to see something completely different from a completely different angle before the opportunity can present itself. Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. Yeah, you need to heal some type of confusion, or you need to make a decision about something. I'm getting you're still confused about something, or you're still dealing with like too many options or too many interests. You need to narrow down your interest or your options here, because you seem to be confused about how to heal a situation. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. So there you are. All right, and then we have the King of Wands. Okay, that's you as well. So it looks like you are maturing. You're going from a knight to a king. So this is, I'm getting you had to understand something about yourself, about healing, about inner peace. Okay, before the opportunity can present itself. This could be too understanding about being a wanderlust, or about being irresponsible or inconsistent, because the Knight of Wands, he's riding off on his horse. He's a free spirit, although he's very wise and very traveled, but he tends to be all over the place. He tends to be, unreliable, inconsistent, going from to and fro. But the king is more, he's sitting there on the throne. So he's stable, he's consistent, you know where to find him. He's there when you need him because he's on his throne. He's not going anywhere. He has he's consistently sitting here on the throne. Okay, he's not moving. All right, so he's stationary, and it doesn't mean you have to be, but I'm getting you had to be stationary for a period of time, or this is what you're going through. You're being blocked because you have to learn how to be consistent. You have to learn how to not to be such a nomadic person, is what I'm getting. You need to figure out what you want to do, what's your plan, which way do you want to go, which option are you going to go with. This could be in love, or this could be, maybe you are trying to decide what you want to major in. Maybe you want to be a doctor, a nurse, a healer. What is it that you really want to do with your life? Which opportunity do you truly want to take? Okay, so this is, I'm getting like you have to decide what you want to do here, because you could be feeling blocked or lost. But you need to figure out what you want to do is what I'm seeing. What's the Seven of Cups? Because I'm getting you are confused, you're delusional. There's a lot of illusions that you're dealing with. Now, this could be with your shadow side. Illusions, pies in the skies, believing in things that aren't there or something like that. Okay, or believing in things that are not realistic. What's the Seven of Cups? So I'm getting you have healed from this. All right, because the Star card is the strongest card. It's the first card you pulled. So I'm getting you healed from this. Being a nomadic person, being unreliable, inconsistent, maybe even being promiscuous. Okay, having a lot of sexual partners, and I'm getting that's what confuses you. Having like too many options is like confusing. Too much variety can be it can be tricky. I mean, variety is good, but sometimes it can be very tricky because it's just too much to choose from. You need to narrow it down. Okay, I'm getting you have a lot of opportunities here, and you need to figure out like one or two that you want to deal with. Okay, we have Ten of Swords and we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, so relationships. This could be dealing with the whole, twin flame, soulmate. Who's my twin flame? Who's my soulmate? Maybe you need to even change the way that you view twin flames and soulmates. Okay, maybe you need to change your whole views about that whole entire concept. Okay, because this is like the Star card is like we're all one, collective unconscious. It's like, I don't know. It's like you have to change your views about something. Maybe change your views, change the way that you heal people. Because the Ten of Swords is like the ending. The Four of Wands is the whole twin flame thing, soulmate. There's only one person out there for me. 1111. Maybe you were fixed on something. You were kind of holding yourself back because you were fixed on a certain person. Could be a fire sign, but this person, I mean, this could be you though as well. All right. But it almost looks like you're running away from responsibility or you're running away from stability because the Four of Wands is stability, family, home life, domestic life. It's like you don't want to be domesticated, and that's fine. Maybe you decided you don't want to do that. You don't want a family. You don't want to live in one place. You kind of want to be a wanderlust. If that's what you want, make that decision and stick with that. Be consistent with something. Okay? What's the Hangman? Because I'm getting you are experiencing a lot of blockages because you can't make up your mind and you're all over the place, or at least you were, because we have the Ten of Swords is, you're narrowing down your options here with people. Maybe you do actually want to be domesticated. Maybe you do want a family. You do want a home. Okay, you do want to be in love. So because I'm getting like something about your thoughts or your mind is changing. You're killing an idea that you once had, but I'm getting that idea was not really realistic. Okay, what's the Hangman? What is the Hangman? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. You felt stuck, and I'm getting you were stuck because of the way that you were thinking your thoughts. You were fixed on a certain idea. Maybe you thought that if you settled down, you'd be trapped, or you wouldn't be free, or you'd be, I'm getting like somebody here. Maybe you were afraid of commitment. You were afraid to be tied down because the Four of Wands, they're tied together. Okay, this is domestic life, family, home, sharing. Okay, maybe just being at home, just being in one place for a certain amount of time. You felt stuck. I'm getting like that type of thing scares you. It makes you feel like you won't be able to be free. And I'm getting that's not really true. Okay, maybe date someone who has the same ideals. Date someone who doesn't mind you being free. Not free to be lustful, but just free to roam, free to explore. Just because you're free doesn't mean you have to be lustful or you have to cheat. That's not what that means. And I'm getting, that's what you were thinking. Oh, if I let somebody be free, that means they're going to cheat on me. No, freedom is love. It's having the freedom to explore and meet people. I mean, without freedom, how can you live life? You have to let people be free to roam and leave people wild. Now, wild does not mean cheating and lust, because we tend to think that if we're with a partner that's free, that they're going to cheat on us. No, you need to kill that type of thinking, just period. Okay, because I'm getting like either you tried to trap someone or someone tried to trap you, or this is what you were feeling, like someone's trying to trap you. But I'm getting that's not what it is at all. If you're dealing with another fire sign, I'm getting this person's okay with being in one place and letting you do what you want. But it doesn't mean like be lustful and, be disloyal and all this other crap that you were thinking. I mean, go off, do what you want. Go to the movies by yourself. Go out by yourself. Go take a drive in your car alone. I trust you. But I mean, it's almost like you were, I don't know. It's like, because the Knight of Wands is a free spirit. You can't, it's a Sagittarius. You can't like tie this person down. You can't tell them what to do. You can't tell them what to think. You can't tell them who to talk to. You have to let this person be free, especially if you're dealing with a Sagittarius. Freedom is essential to their happiness. You can, and if you try to smother this person, they leave. I mean, you just can't be that way with people. Okay, and I'm getting you have to deal with some type of insecurity here. You have to heal yourself in the way that you view relationships, in the way that you view bonds, because the Eight of Swords is about bonding. But this is like an unhealthy bond. It's being trapped or trying to trap someone, trying to restrict somebody's freedom, and that is not cool. Okay, what's the Ace of Pentacles? So I'm getting you're healing the way that you think about relationships or the way that you view domestic life. Just because you live in a home doesn't mean you have to stay in the house every single day. Maybe you want to do that, but the other person does not want to do that. And you have to be okay with that. Okay, you can't restrict somebody's freedom or thinking because you are restricted. Okay, let people be who they are. Live and let live is what I'm hearing. What's the Ace of Pentacles? What is the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, the Hermit. Yeah, so I'm getting maybe you don't want new opportunities. Maybe you are very quiet. You are a hermit. You like to keep to yourself. But somebody else is not the same. And you have to be okay with that person not being the same as you. Because it's almost like you're handing somebody an opportunity, but you're leaving somebody in the dark about something. You're not telling somebody the whole truth. You could be looking for somebody as well. Maybe you're looking for a Virgo. Or you're looking for a new opportunity here, but it's like it's not going to come to you until you change the way that you think or you change the way that you view something. Because I'm getting you're looking for a soulmate, you're looking for a companion, but if you get a companion that's more free and more outgoing than you, you have to accept the fact that they're different. These are two very different energies, completely not the same. Okay, but you can't tell someone like, oh, you can't do that because I don't want to do that. No, that's your choice, and let them have their own choices. You can't, I feel like I have to like drive this point home. Because I feel like you're trying to restrict somebody's freedom because you are not outgoing. And that's not fair. I mean, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they will leave you if you try to restrict their freedom. That's just not cool. What's the Knight of Wands? Or maybe somebody does not want to, this could be also too casual sex. If you want to have casual sex, that's fine. Maybe they don't want to do that. Because the King of Wands, he knows how to control his sexual desires. Maybe he prefers, it's the Leo card, having sex with one person. Maybe you don't want that, but they do. Okay? It's like, you can't like force somebody to do something that they don't want to do. Okay, what's the Knight of Wands? So I'm getting that's why you have been stuck, because this idea that you have, it's like too fixed. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is also too like maybe you want to be free in the way you want to be free with your work. You want to do what you want to do. You don't want to have a fixed job. You don't want to have a fixed position. You don't want to be forced to be tied down with your work. You want to travel. Okay, and that's fine. You can do that. Sometimes you wonder, sometimes you're focused, and that's okay too. You don't have to be perfect. Okay, it's okay sometimes to change your job, change your position, change up the way you do something. That's perfectly fine. And then other times it's okay to be completely focused on one thing. That's fine as well. Okay, just do what makes you happy is what I'm seeing. Okay, what's the King of Wands? Yeah, we have the Page of Swords. So initiating a conversation. Okay. So I'm getting like somebody wants to talk to you or somebody wants to offer you something, because the Page of Swords is initiation. It's studying. Okay, it's figuring something out. Okay, so I'm getting you're figuring out what you want to do for work. I'm getting you really want to focus on something. Maybe you want to focus on travel. Maybe you are a travel agent. Maybe that's what you want to do. You want to be a traveler for a living, and that's fine. Maybe you want to live life for a living. Maybe you don't want to work at all. Maybe you want to leave your job, and that's fine too. Okay, do what makes you happy. Okay, what's the Page of Swords? And because I'm getting like somebody does not too with the Page of Swords. It's like somebody is protecting themselves. Somebody does not want to have casual sex. Somebody does not want to casually date. Okay, I'm getting like somebody is like waiting for something more solid. Okay, the King of Wands. And maybe you don't want that. Maybe you don't want a relationship. Maybe you don't want to be tied down, and that's fine. Okay, what's the Page of Wands? What's the Page of Swords, please? But I'm getting somebody else does. Maybe I'm getting like you could possibly wanting to work it out with this person, but I'm getting you guys want two different things. Okay, what's the Page of Wands? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. I'm getting it's about work. You guys do two different things for work, and that's okay too. You don't have to be so tied to your partner and bound and joint at the hip. Maybe this person travels for work and you stay home, and that's cool. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with being different. There's nothing wrong with having a partner that's completely different from you or has different views or ideas. But I feel like as long as you are trying to force somebody to think like you think or do what you do, you're always going to be stuck. You're always going to be searching for that person or that twin flame or soulmate, because you have to be accepting of people's differences. And just because somebody is outgoing doesn't mean they're going to cheat on you. That is anxiety. You need to deal with that insecurity before you can actually attract a healthy relationship, because that's anxiety. What's the Hermit? What's the Hermit, please? Okay, you're moving on. I'm getting you're going, because I'm getting you've been in hermit mode for quite some time, and now you're rejoining society. You're moving on from that. You could be relocating. Okay, and it's okay to relocate. It's okay to change your job. Okay, maybe you don't want to work with people. Maybe you want to work for yourself, and that's cool because you're sitting here working alone, and then maybe somebody else wants to work in a group. All right, so I'm getting something that's just, you just have to realize that live and let live. Meet people where they are. You cannot force people to do what you want, or you cannot restrict people's freedom or thoughts or ideas, or you're never going to find a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is balance. You do what makes you happy, and I do what makes me happy, and that's just it. I'll be home later. I'm not, this is like fear of somebody leaving you too, self-sabotage because you're afraid someone's going to leave, so you try to restrict them and hold them back and block them from moving, and that causes somebody to actually leave. You actually attract the opposite of what you want by trying to restrict someone, thoughts, ideas, freedom, anything. Cannot be that way with people. Okay, so I'm getting you are healing from this, okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands and we have the Five of Wands. Yeah, so you're dealing with a lot of like inner demons, inner conflicts. You're conflicted about this person or what you want. I'm getting it's another fire sign. There's a lot of arguing, bickering, because I'm getting somebody is outgoing and somebody is not. And that's where the arguing comes from. Someone is trying to force somebody into submission, and that's just not going to work at all. If you're dealing with another fire sign, that's spunk, that's energy, that's life, that's vitality, that's freedom. Okay, or maybe you're dealing with a Virgo who's very, an introvert, or someone who's very reserved. And you're just not that way. Maybe this person, you feel like this person is just not for you. You guys are just too different. You're very outgoing and they're very not. And you feel trapped and stuck and smothered by this person. Okay, and it's okay to move on from a situation. It's just not working for you. You feel like somebody is holding you back. Okay, maybe, domestic life is, maybe you just don't want that. And that's cool. All right, so I'm going to pull some love oracle cards. All right, let's see. Love oracle cards for fire sign, please. Yeah, we have let your friends help you. Yeah. Maybe somebody only wants to be friends. They don't want to date. Okay. Or maybe you want to be friends and somebody wants to be in a relationship, or, I'm getting you guys have just two different ideas. Maybe it's just best to be friends. Okay. Yeah. We have new love. Yeah. So I'm getting, if you're dealing with another fire sign, maybe it's just best for you guys to be friends. You guys just don't want the same things. Maybe somebody wants a relationship and children and you don't. But I'm getting there is a new love here. Somebody who actually does want those things, and maybe focus on that person. Okay, the other person, they just, you guys are too different is what I'm seeing, because the Hermit is an introvert. They like to be alone. They're not very talkative. Maybe you are, and maybe you should focus on somebody who is the same way. Yeah, we have unrequited love. Yeah, so this could be someone that you just met and they're just not like you. They just don't want the same things. And it's just better off for you to be friends with them, and that's okay. It's worth the wait. You are going to find somebody who does love you. You are going to find somebody who reciprocates your love, who thinks the same way, who wants the same things. All right? And it's worth you waiting for that. So maybe you thought this person was the one, but they're just not. They're just too different from you. Opposites do attract, but opposites also repel. Okay, and we have passion. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting somebody only wanted sex, and that's, you don't want that. You don't want casual sex. You don't want to casually date. You want something that's more stable, and it's worth you waiting on someone that wants the same thing, okay? So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully this reading helps you. Thanks so much. Bye.